Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's regular Board of Education meeting. Following the superintendent's report, we will have the public hearing on the 2025-2026 budget. But before we get started with Dr. Valenti's report, the board would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the dedicated educators who inspire, challenge, and support our students every day during this Teachers Appreciation Week. Our teachers are the backbone of our schools. Thank you to every teacher for your tireless efforts. We honor your hard work and celebrate the difference you make in the lives of our students. The board would also like to extend our gratitude to Chris Welch and Dr. Myers for organizing and facilitating last week's parent forum regarding the secondary schedule change. Their commitment to open communication and collaboration is what makes our school stronger. And finally, thank you to the members and the advisors of our school debate clubs for their outstanding efforts in hosting and organizing last night's Meet the Candidates event. This was the first time in district history that the students took an active role in Meet the Candidates. We are very proud of your leadership, professionalism, and representing the spirit of our schools so well. And Dr. Valenti, we are up.
And how about a round of applause for the teachers and our administrators?
Okay, thank you very much, Madam President. And we have a full house tonight because we have some excitement to share with you. Tonight we'd like to visit with the Lions King. And to do that, we're going to ask Caitlin, our principal at Waverly, and Jennifer Batts to come up to the microphone and tell us a little bit about what we can expect. Let's greet them.
Good evening. Thank you, Board of Education members, Dr. Valenti. We are so happy to be here tonight with you all. And just to give you a background with Lion King Kids, in partnership with our wonderful, amazing PTA, Miss Jennifer Batts, who has been running Waverly on Stage for several years now, with our littlest learners, our K-1 learners, really works with them tirelessly through this after-school club. And I really would like to thank our teachers, our classroom teachers, because it does start from the classroom. They're the ones teaching our kids how to read. And from that, these kids practice over and over again, and they memorize these lines in the scripts. And not only does this club build confidence and self-esteem, it nurtures their teamwork, it nurtures their sense of belonging to something greater than themselves, and it's just a proud moment as a principal of Waverly to see our youngest eaglets really do something amazing with their voices. And I'd like to hand it off to Ms. Jennifer Batts, who can tell us a little bit more.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you so much. And I do want to thank Caitlin and Dana for really supporting everything that we're doing at Waverly, and especially the PTA for supporting this effort, because it's something that really takes them to help me do it. But this group of 28 students are so enthusiastic. They love doing this every second. They wish that there was extra practice, honestly. But if there was a chance to bring animals to the house, I did that. And I think that you will see how excited they are. I really have such a unique opportunity that I don't think anyone else in the district has. I get to work with the youngest, and I get to go and move all the way up through the middle school and the high school. And I get to see it go through the whole district. And it's really a very special experience that I have. And I'm really proud to be an Eastchester teacher, I just have to tell you. I'm here my entire career, 32 years, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So thank you for all the support, and I can't wait for you to see what we've done.
Please buy your tickets, May 14th, Eastchester High School Auditorium. Let's give it up one more time for our Waverly Stars.
Well, that was a delicious interlude, and quite a way to not only give a tribute to the Circle of Life, but to a 30-year veteran teacher. It's a way to give tribute to Teacher Appreciation Week as well. A wonderful event. Thank you, Waverly. So let's go to the other end of the spectrum. We just saw K1. We would want to honor tonight some of our high school players for their club fall comedy. They received recognition on Sunday, May the 4th. The cast and the crew of One Man and Two Governors was honored at the second annual ESAG Awards at Iona University. So Matt, are you here in the audience? Where's Matt Blue? Is Matt out there somewhere? Oh, Joe Blue. I'm sorry. Joe, are you? Can you leave that for a minute and say something about this?
Sure.
Since you are the inspiration.
Of course.
Come up here, Joe.
I just have a few words. Thank you,
Please,
Dr.
I'm
Valente.
sure you do. Go ahead.
And it's going to be very, very difficult to speak after what we just saw. So I will be completely upstaged and totally outdone. But that was wonderful. That was an amazing performance. Makes me very excited as a director. I hope I'm here that long to work with what we just saw. But yes, I don't have any students either tonight. I'm very sorry. But I just want everybody to know that I was told that it's AP week and they're all studying for their APs. So that's probably the best, yes, it's the best reason for them not to be here. But we were all together 2 days ago on Sunday, and I just want to speak a little bit about this event. So ESAG stands for the Eastern Student Artist Guild Awards. It was started by the theater director in Rhinebeck. Her name is Cindy Feynman. And she did it because usually, for those of you who know a lot about musical theater is always recognized and awarded, and plays never are. And plays get a bad rap, but I think people just don't understand the work that goes into it. But for people who see our shows, there's a ton of work that goes into it. So it's very amazing that this just started. It started last year. We participated in it last year as well, where we were recognized. So it's just great exposure for the district, and it's a great academic opportunity. So a fun story, last year, our best actor that was recognized, when he went up to get his award, he came back with an envelope, and we didn't know what was in the envelope. We thought it was a gift card because we were told that there were like prizes and whatnot. And he opened it, and he actually received a half scholarship to Manhattanville University if he chose to go there. And we had no idea. So it was very eye-opening for what they're doing for the students. This year it was hosted at Iona. So our recipients, if they choose to go to Iona, they will also receive some type of scholarship as well. So Yeah, there's now a huge incentive, and I'm staring right at the camera, to now join the fall comedy and to have your students be brilliant, because it can save you money on tuition. So that's my plug. But no, the students are incredible, and I just want to end on two notes. First of all, thank you, the board, what you do for the performing arts in this district, as obviously we just saw. But through K through 12 is absolutely incredible. We would not be able to do it without any of you. Dr. Valenti, a specific shout out to you. Thank you so much for everything that you've done in my time here. And the last thing I just have to say, our Players Club doc has been released. It is on YouTube. It is a new segment series, actually showcasing all the extracurricular activities in the Eastchester School District. So we started with the club. Definitely check it out, and more good things are going to happen with that. But thank you all.
Okay, something else before we get to some of the other items. We do have a number of new teachers here this evening, and I'd like to give recognition to them. As you know, we're hard at work at appointing staff for September, and already we have 6 of our staff appointed. We have many more, a lot of work yet to do, but let's introduce the ones who are here. So I'll go through them in the order that I've been given them. First, from our middle school physical education department, Hannah Arbus. Hannah, are you here? Come on up, Hannah. Yeah, please. Come right up here. Yeah. And let's also welcome from the middle school our AS math teacher, Linda Tanney. Linda, come on up. You will recall Linda is a teaching assistant, and she's now moving into a teaching position, well-earned and deserved promotion for her. At Greenvale, we have a grade 5 new teacher, Deidre DeFente. Deidre, would you come up and join us? And from Ann Hutch, grade 5, we have Danielle Cavaluzzo. Danielle, would you? Also grade 5 at Ann Hutch, I would like to introduce Emily Schneeberg. Emily, would you come join us? And grade 2, again at Greenvale, Ashley Finelli. Would you come and join us? So I'm not going to ask you to give a speech. Relax, okay? But we do want to have a Kodak moment, and I do want your principals to come up and join us, all right? So Joanna, Laura, and, Madeline. Come on up. We'll do a photo here, okay? Yeah, can we get in here? Sure. The assistant principal. Okay. Come on up as well. Yeah, please. Let's get them all into a long shot. Kodak moment, yes. Okay. All right, guys. Face me over here. Is that better? No, it's true. Sorry. I don't have a lens for this many people. Let me grab. Get your largest lens, Michael. The wide angle, Michael. Thank you. Okay, let's give them another round. The excitement of these young new teachers coming into our district is palpable, and we're very proud. This is only the beginning. There'll be many more that we'll be introducing over the next several weeks. Okay? So thank you, administrators also, principals, assistant principals, for the hard work you do at your level and then forwarding recommended finalists up to central administration. I'd like to spend a brief moment during the superintendent's report talking about some program innovations. Tonight, the Board of Education will adopt a resolution in their consent agenda for a revised master schedule at the middle school and high school, grades 6 to 12. The President has referenced this earlier in her remarks and did thank the wonderful team that worked together. Certainly Chris, Bill, Robert, and Madeline all deserve credit for working on this secondary schedule. I wanted to alert the board again and community that we're shifting to a 6-day cycle next year for all related services, grades K to 5. Now, why is that? Well, we do find that many of our contractors who we've worked with only adapt to a 5-day schedule, Monday to Friday. And that is not in the best interest of either our students or our faculty or our programs. So the district is going to shift rather dramatically from contractor services to employing occupational and physical therapist staff. We do currently have on board one occupational therapist. By moving away from contractor services to our own staff, and believe it or not, it's not at an additional cost. Basically, it's dollar for dollar what we're paying contractor services. We'll be adding one occupational and one physical therapist. And I want to thank Jill Post for working on this as well. This would give our district maximum control to ensure both quality and compliance for student services. And once we control the staff and not rely on a contractor, and when people can make themselves available to us, we're in a much better position for student services and for the provision for overall effectiveness within the school environment. Lastly, we believe that it's in the best interest of our families and our children to move to another vendor next year. We're moving from the Y for our after-school program to a program right at school. And I want to thank Dr. Meyer with working with the principals for making this happen for next school year. So just to put this on your radar. This evening, we have several of our administrators here with us, and I'm pleased to announce that I think we have a wonderful contract agreement with our administrative team. I believe it's an historic 5-year contract. It will run from this coming July 2025 through June 30th, 2030. In my view, and I will ask the representatives of EAA to give their own view, but I would characterize it as a win-win agreement. I think we all know that no party gets everything they're looking for in negotiations, and perhaps that's the right way, but you need to get certain essentials, and in our view, we think the district acquired certain essentials, and I believe EAA also believes they have acquired certain essentials for their 14 school administrators. For the record, EAA represents 6 school principals, our assistant principals. I think we have to reverse those numbers, Michael. I only count 5 principals and 6 assistant principals, but that's okay. 11 is the correct total. And then when we look at our directors of PE, athletics, and special education, we have an additional 3. So net is your 14. So why do I characterize this as both parties walking away in a win-win? We don't believe in win-lose, and obviously no one wants lose-lose. Win-win is the best place to be. Well, a 5-year contract ensures stability and negotiations peace, obviously. Secondly, we did agree to an equity salary adjustment, which brings all administrative salaries into the top 80 percentile of our school leaders in Westchester County. Now, we talk a lot, and I'll speak for myself, I speak a lot about bringing our proficiency levels to 80% in ELA and math, about being more competitive in advanced placement in regions, et cetera. Well, we have to be competitive likewise in terms of ensuring that our own leadership within the schools who are responsible for achieving these goals likewise are treated with that level of respect and would be in the 80 percentile. Clearly, Eastchester was on or about the median, and I think we've made a major advance with this contract. Also, longevity increases are important to incentivize your administrators to remain in Eastchester, particularly those who have been here for many years. Increased health insurance contribution from 14 to 20% from each administrator was part of a give and by 29/30, the last year of this contract, will be at 20%. And also, we have a merit performance-based salary increase within this particular agreement. So as I say, there were some hard-fought items, but items that we think were well worth working toward and agreeing to. For those of you who are wondering what does the performance-based salary metric look like, all EAA members shall be evaluated twice annually in the fall and the spring, and all evaluations will be completed using the current rubric, the multidimensional principal performance rubric. And then there are the findings ranging from highly effective to ineffective, and each of those have been given metrics that we've agreed upon in collective bargaining, reflective of a salary increase. So where an individual obviously is performing at the lower end of that metric, they would be in the 0-1%. Someone performing in the midpoint would be at 2%, and then those who are performing well beyond somewhat effective into the effective and highly effective area would be in the 3 to 4% range. So the last point I would like to make before I go there, I did say I wanted to bring in our negotiators from the EAA. I do want to thank the following from our side. Chandra Merrill did the numbers for us and did a great job. Our interim business school administrator. Dr. Bill Meyer was part of the team, Robert Jacoby, and Jill Post. So that was the district's team. And then Joanna, would you come up here as the president? And is Erin here or not? Yes, Erin, do you want to join Joanna, or are you co-president? I give you the microphone if you want to comment on the bargaining that we've done, please. And Madeline, part of the team.
You think by now I would have known to prepare something? Because I did. But I'll let Erin start.
We'll all speak a little bit, but good evening, everyone. On behalf of the EAA Executive Board, we extend our true heartfelt thanks to the board, Dr. Valenti, the collective bargaining team, for your support in improving this new contract for us. We truly appreciate the recognition it reflects and the spirit of collaboration that it represents.
We also want to express our sincere gratitude to the district representatives who participated in the negotiation process. Their dedication, professionalism, willingness and cooperative spirit were instrumental in reaching a successful outcome. And of course, a very special shout out goes to our EAA colleagues. Your leadership, resilience, and camaraderie among the unit is truly remarkable.
We are very proud to represent such a dedicated group of professionals, and we look forward to continuing this important work together. Thank you once again to the board for your trust, your support, and your sincere partnership.
Thank you.
Michael, celebrate the 5-year contract. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So one of the other reasons for tonight, it's been quite an evening, is a public budget hearing. The budget vote and board elections will be on May 20th. Highlights of the budget, if any of the public is going to comment. We note again that the tax rate increase is below the cap. Our estimated revenue and expenses we'll look at in a moment. You will find the entire line item budget on the business office page on the district website. You will also find all the superintendent messages and PowerPoint presentations, which can be viewed on the superintendent's page. All of this information has been available and will continue to be available right through May 20th, of course, and beyond. On the revenue side, we're looking at $110,914,498. And again, the local levy will be 75% of that, the lion's share of supporting our Eastchester children. State aid will be approximately 16%, and then other revenue sources, interest, miscellaneous revenues, county sales tax, et cetera, would be another 9%. On the expenditure side, again, you will see exactly the same number, obviously, $110,914,498. And there, we're very proud that when you look at the three-part budget that goes to New York State, only 8% is administrative costs. The largest proportion of the monies go to program, which represents our students, our teachers, our classrooms, and what we do every day. And that's where you want most of your money. Capital, meaning your maintenance of your buildings, et cetera, as well as your busing, transportation, and other ancillary expenses, that would be another 14%. Now, some individuals said to me, well, we don't have a budget yet from the state. How will we be able to discuss what state aid is? I will have two responses to that. There is a conceptual agreement in Albany, but you're correct, there is no actual agreement. And until that agreement does occur, there will be no run on state aid numbers. So we will not know exactly what Eastchester is going to get, and this is true for the 700 districts throughout New York State, until there is an actual agreement. However, we used very careful numbers in terms of not overestimating, but we thought we used reasonable estimates from the state on foundation aid and other revenue that we anticipate. Secondly, if we don't hit the exact target, we do have other areas in the revenue area that we think will exceed what we're even anticipating. And those will be offset factors if we do not get what the state is expected to deliver on. So in either situation, this district is well positioned next year to get either the aid that we are estimating or knowing that there are other revenue sources to offset that loss of aid if it's not quite where we want to be. So I think that's probably the best answer that any district at this point can give. We don't have the luxury of changing the budget hearing date. That's a matter of law. We don't have the luxury of changing the budget vote date. That's a matter of law. And so we just have to rely on the fact that the legislature and the governor will deliver in terms of the expected aid that we believe our students deserve. So on that note, I don't know if the board has any questions on the budget at this point or any comments, or if you want to go right to the public hearing, Madam President.
Does anybody have any questions for Dr. Valenti?
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Valenti. So we are now at the 2025-2026 budget hearing. This portion will allow members of the community to have an opportunity to comment on the proposed budget. Okay, okay. All right.
Is there anyone in the back or? No, that's just
No?
Christy. Hi, Christy. I wasn't sure, I couldn't see around this way. So I don't think there's any comments from the public
Okay.
on the budget this evening. Thank you, Madam
Oh,
President.
thank you. We are now up to the consent agenda. For the consent agenda, just be advised that Section 11 will be is carved out. So if you don't have that, just refresh on your screens. But do I have a motion to make, do I have a motion for the consent agenda? We're voting on 11 separately, yeah, so it's carved out. So there'll be 2 votes. Okay. Prissy?
Be it resolved that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda, which includes the following: 8, approval of minutes; 9, personnel agenda; 10, committee on preschool special education recommendations; and 12, business office recommendations.
Do I have a second? Jackie, thank you. All in favor?
I'm abstaining from the vote for the record.
Thank you. Motion passes. All right, so now we are up to Section 11 of the consent agenda. Do I have a motion for Section 11, educational curriculum and instruction?
I can
You got
make
it.
the motion on that.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Whereas the Board of Education, in recognizing the need to adjust the secondary school schedules to better accommodate students' needs and enhance their educational opportunities, be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby adopts the revised secondary school schedules for Eastchester High School and Eastchester Middle School effective September 1st, 2025, as attached.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Jackie, all in favor? All right, motion passes. Thank you very much. All right, our future meeting dates. May 20th is the annual budget vote and trustee election, followed by June 3rd, which is a work session, and June 17th, which is a regular meeting. We're now up to comments from the public. Anybody, any comments? Okay, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn then. Sean, second? Jackie, all in favor? All right. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.